Hey, we're back. Part 2.
Part 2.
Dose.
June 1 or May 31st.
May 31st, sure.
But
Yeah. Right
We're
there.
May 31st,
so,
and the Braves are still in first place.
Well,
well,
After-
the St. Louis Billikens
they
are
might
headed
not be. They
Hey,
might not be.
They might not be.
Well, no, we got 2 days before this will actually show on the 1st.
Oh.
So they could lose tonight and tomorrow night.
Never mind.
They're only up a half game.
Half game.
The St. Louis Billikens are headed to Mississippi, and the St. Louis Cardinals right now
Playing
are
Milwaukee.
going to Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Both
So
playing an M.
you know,
0.
what do you let's talk about that little NL Central there with St. Louis, Milwaukee. You've got Milwaukee in first place.
Yeah.
The Cubbies are starting to make a
Make
little bit of a
move.
run,
Yeah.
and the Reds, who may be the worst team in baseball if it wasn't for
16 out.
you know, but they've got the Player of the Week.
Yeah. Yeah.
They've got a young
Scooter
guy.
Gennett, yep.
It's Scooter someone.
Jeanette. Yeah.
Jeanette?
I believe
Scooter
it takes-
Gennett. We talked about him last year.
Yeah.
Scooter Jeanette?
Yes.
He was Player of the Week for the second time, I think, in a month. For
And the
Reds.
team is still that bad.
Yeah.
We talked about him last year. I forget. Was he in the Rookie of the Year discussion or something? I remember the name because we were talking about Scooter.
I'm not sure, but he's leading the league in batting right now. I think he's at like 345. The Reds are terrible. I've been look. We're Atlanta fans. So
Well, they always have
They always
that
had that one
guy.
player, Jay Bruce, Joey Votto. I mean, Votto's still there.
And then you trade
Votto's
him
an
away.
MVP.
Yeah.
And then you trade him. I mean, that's what Cincinnati does.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. I don't understand how Cincinnati Red fans are not demanding the
Especially
head of their GM on
Yeah,
a pipe.
they're
or
some of the
something.
best fans. It's one.
They
I
are.
mean,
It's a great franchise, proud franchise.
Yeah.
professional baseball started.
Sorry.
And then they're just
Big Red Machine and everything.
they're just horrible. I mean, there's not much other way to put it. They're just not very good. Between them and Baltimore, if they played a series, nobody would go, and everybody would want a refund that showed up.
And Baltimore, of course,
You don't have Palmer against Johnny Bench.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
back in the day, it's hard to
50 years.
believe. It's hard for me to believe that Baltimore is that bad.
Right.
It wasn't long ago that Baltimore
No.
was challenging for the division title.
Title.
And then they got who I consider probably one of the best managers in baseball.
Buck Showalter.
When they hired Showalter, and I go, wow, that was just what they needed to get him
Right.
over the hump. And
Well, he got him to the hump, and he got him over the hump slightly, but then they went backwards.
Yeah. And it's a
Somebody
rebuild.
yanked them back.
he
Yeah.
yanked them back.
I don't know
Yeah.
what happened, but I don't know if it's pitching. I haven't watched it enough to know what their problem is.
Who's the best team in baseball? The Red Sox.
Why do you
That's
ask a
a
question that
hard
way?
question.
That's not the right way to
Right,
ask a
that's not-
question.
that's not,
Okay.
No.
Eddie, who's the best team in baseball? The Braves?
No.
No.
I don't think the Braves are the best team in baseball.
Is it a team that's in first place right now?
I would say it probably is a team that's in first place, and I think well, maybe not, because I don't know that Boston is in first place.
They're first place
Well, okay, well
by
then
2
yeah.
games.
They're actually.
I think they're the best team in baseball when they're healthy.
See,
Boston's strong, man. But I'll tell you what, I am not a fan of this team. But the Yankees, man, I'm telling you, if they get some bullpen help, they're going to be strong.
Yeah, they got to get somebody.
They've got to get somebody in the bullpen, and I wouldn't buy. I mean, you
I'll tell
might
you-
see Cole Hamels there.
Oh, that would be a good trade if you're a Yankees fan.
A week ago, we were talking about how bad Texas was.
Yes.
2 weeks ago, and then Seattle and the Angels making a run.
Yep.
Houston was kind of lingering there and everything. You're world champions.
Right,
And
right.
guess what's happened over the past week? See, I still think the Astros are right up there. The Astros
They're good.
and the Red Sox.
The Astros are definitely a good team. Again, I think it comes down to pitching, and Verlander's throwing lights out.
He is. He's having a good year.
But can he sustain it in the
Right.
second half of the year, or will he get tired? It's indoors.
The
So
colors. I mean, they have a number. I mean, they have strength in pitching. Remember, they added Verlander when they already pretty much almost had the best.
And they're going to
pitching
probably add somebody else. I mean, you look at Houston. I mean,
They're not gonna add anybody else.
You don't think so?
they're not going to add another pitcher. Why would you?
I mean, I know
Unless somebody gets hurt.
a bat maybe. I mean, is what I'm thinking. They're going to game
why
up.
why would you mess that lineup? Who are you going to replace in that lineup?
Well, no, I'm saying if something happens, is what I'm saying. There's still two months basically before the end of the
Unless you
trade
get
deadline.
Bryce Harper or Manny Machado, you're not
Yeah,
adding
you get
anybody to that
Machado.
roster. And if
I
you
think
can do that,
Machado goes to either. I would be surprised to see Machado in St. Louis. Truthfully, if they're close, but I mean, I think the Cubs or Cleveland is where he ends up. I don't think. I mean, Cleveland's going to make a push I think Cleveland is. I see Cleveland making a push, and I could see them getting Machado. I really do. I mean,
Who plays third base for the Braves?
the kid that hit the walk off yesterday.
They're all kids.
They're all kids.
Camargo hit the walk off home run for the Braves. They beat the Mets, came back from 4 down. But
Dodgers need a third base.
the Dodgers need a third baseman. Well, I got Justin Turner. They need a shortstop.
He's hurt.
He's hurt. Oh, I didn't realize that.
Turner was hurt. Is he
I
back?
can see.
But yeah, they need a third baseman, and Machado. I can see Machado there. I mean, and the question is, are you renting Machado? Because I can't see him not testing the waters in the off season. So it's a rental. I mean, in some ways, I think at best.
What if the
And Josh Donaldson, where does he go? I mean, does Toronto deal him off?
Here's a wild thought. How about the Yankees pick up one of those 2 bats and just stick them?
Well, I just don't see Machado going
and
to
just
the
stick them
Yankees.
in the DH role down
Yeah.
the stretch
And bat him 7th.
and bat them 7th
Yep.
and then trade them or then
Let him go.
let them go.
Yeah,
And rent him for a month and a half.
But the Yankees have a strong farm system, but I just don't. It's not like the old days when George was there. George would have pulled the trigger, but I don't think that you're going to see the Yankees nowadays go for that because the luxury tax, all the other stuff you got to worry about.
You got to get over the hump.
You got to win, right?
You got
I
to win
agree.
it.
You got to win.
You got to win. You can't let Boston beat you again.
No,
You cannot let Boston beat you again.
no. But
You can't. And if you can't outpitch them, if there's not a pitcher on the market, then
Well,
you
there
go
is because I think Chris Archer goes somewhere. I don't see the Rays hold on to Chris Archer.
Well, they're at 500 now. They're
Right.
not that far behind.
No, they're not that far behind.
They're
But
far
they're
enough
10
they're not
games
catching
back.
up.
They're not going to catch up. But I see Chris Archer maybe moving. Hamels is going to be on the move. I think there's a couple of guys that it's very interesting to see what happens come July 31st, if it takes that long.
Arietta's having a pretty good rebound
He-
year
he's
for
the-
Philly.
for
He's
Phillies.
the only thing keeping the Phillies in it.
Yep. And they're only a game back right now. I mean, Arietta's having a good year. It's going to be interesting.
So maybe Machado goes across, just
It would be
Travels
interesting to
around.
see him come to New York. I mean, I think that would be, because their third base situation is not great, but they've got. You got I can't say his name. Please help me. Degorius. That's not it.
Gorgeous. No.
I always say Gregorius.
I can't say it.
Gregor-
Thank you. Just
It's
you
not
know what I'm
D.
talking-
Gregorius.
I can't
D.
say
Gregorius,
it. D.
yeah.
Gregorius, right? Gregorius, right? D. Gregorius. They got him, and you got that guy Stanton probably end up being a DH. I mean, he's
Stanton's not going to DH. I think he wants to play.
he wants to play.
He hits better when he plays every day.
I like Stanton playing in the lineup too.
Now Machado maybe.
But you can stick him at DH.
We're getting a lot of texts in
Gregorius.
about this topic.
Gregorius,
Yes.
yeah,
There's
exactly.
a lot of people
Gregorius.
Or
I can
want
say
to voice
it.
their opinion.
It was a mental thing. I can see Machado, but I just don't see Baltimore trading them in division. I just don't think that's going to happen.
You get what you get.
You get what you get, and if they traded him last year, they would have got more, because he's a free agent now, and I don't think they're going to get as much if they're able to deal him.
Somebody will want him.
Somebody's going to want him. It's going to happen. There's a couple of. I mean, Cleveland. Andrew Miller's hurt right now. He's hurt his right knee for the second time. He's on the 10-day DL. Don't be surprised to see Cole Hamels possibly in Cleveland. I think there's a couple of guys that could be.
That's amazing. We're
there.
still talking Cole Hamels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a lefty, right?
He's a lefty.
Yeah. that's
Lefties
fine.
lefties are always in demand, and lefties who can start and pitch effectively are always in demand, as long as you can prop them up on the hill and they can. just
And
get it
righties,
off.
if their name is Bartolo Colon.
And righties, yeah. See, I'm telling you, it's all those
20 years
it's
ago
all
we were
those
talking
skinny
about
guys that have problems. The big dudes, they don't pull
They don't
fat.
break down.
They don't pull fat, baby. You don't ever go on a DL for pull fat.
No.
That's a John
No.
Kruk line, by the way.
But it's
Thanks, Kruk,
it's
for that
interesting.
line. Skip, I pulled some fat today. I can't go. No, you don't ever hear that. I pull a muscle, yeah, you hear that. So you muscle-bound guys, that's what you get. Put a little weight on, you'd be like Bartolo Colon. You can make it
Where's
happen.
Bryce? You mentioned Bryce Harper. Where's he going to go? Where's he going to wind up?
Well, I mean, he's going to be in Washington to the end of this year, but it's going to be interesting. I mean, he's going to get just back up the truck and take out as much money as you want. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it'll be
Is
interesting.
Washington going to win that division?
I still think so.
I think they're going to win it. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't see the Braves hanging on to the very. It'll be interesting to see if the Braves make a deal to get somebody if they're in it at the end of July.
Trade one of the young guys.
Trade one of the young. I don't think they'll trade
No,
Acuna
no,
or.
no.
They're a year
Alves.
ahead. They're a year ahead of schedule.
Way
They're
ahead.
not going to trade it.
No,
They're-
but if they, I don't know exactly who's in their farm system. I haven't read that much into it, but I mean, I could see them making a trade if they think they have a chance to win it. I think they would make a deal.
They-
But I think Washington wins.
Who's their Ace right now?
Dude, I couldn't even tell you who the Braves pitchers
I
are.
mean,
I don't know.
I don't get to see
that's
him.
what
I saw him play
it's just
twice.
the young guys.
Yeah, there's a bunch of young guys. I saw him play twice. I saw him beat the Marlins once and lose once.
A bunch of no names and maybe not going to be's, but they're playing
They're
well
playing
right
well.
now. That 2 walk-offs in 2 nights.
Yep.
That's pretty impressive to walk them off
Yep.
twice. And
How long do the Mets wait to bring up Tim Tebow?
never.
Let's ask a real question. How long? Do the Mets wait to bring up Alonso?
Thank you very much. Thank you.
After
Leading minor leagues in home runs now.
when it's long enough that he will no longer count against his rookie contract.
Right. Right.
Whenever that date is, which I'm sure we've already passed that date.
Yeah.
But I would think you bring him up sooner than later.
once you-
But worst case scenario, he comes up for September call up to see what he's
yeah,
going to do.
Yeah. But
They're out of. I mean, they're out of it. They're not going to be. I mean, 5
They're
games.
5 back.
They're out.
They're out.
Five games. I
Well,
don't think they're-
they had their flash.
And,
Yeah.
and, and
that
you know,
division is
Cespedes on the
that division's
DL.
just bad, and that's why I think Washington. And the Braves are playing really good and way over there. They're hitting well.
Oh yeah, they are.
They should not be where they are.
No.
Nobody knows that.
And that's why I think the Yankees will be there at the end too, because they hit the ball really well. It's their pitching that lets them down. It's the Yankees they have a great team.
Well, but I still don't think that the National League East is as bad as the American League Central.
Yeah.
Cleveland's a good.
Cleveland's okay. I mean, they're
Cleveland's
the only team
above 500
Right.
in the division.
Yeah.
They're the only team
Well, last
close.
week, 2 weeks ago, you were talking about.
They were nobody's.
Nobody
anybody,
was.
has
Right,
anybody.
nobody
so
was.
they're playing. We're in May, even though it's the end of May. We're in May. Okay.
April, May. We're 2 months in.
Yeah,
So,
a lot.
a third of the season down.
Which means teams that
2/3 of the season.
teams will start. Look, Houston wasn't doing well until about a week or two ago, and now
You could go on. You could go on a 10-game winning streak or a 19-game winning streak and
Change.
jump right back in it. But I don't see them doing that. Anybody in that division, they're going to have to play each other sooner or later. They're going to start beating each other up. You're going to win some, lose some.
will Colorado, Arizona stay ahead of the Giants
Well, Kershaw comes back
and Dodgers?
tonight, I think, against the
That
Phillies.
means they suddenly start losing again. Sorry, Clay.
Comes
Not,
back.
not on the days that Kershaw pitches.
No,
Unless the Dodgers
every
get a bat,
fourth
I don't
day
see
they
the
win.
Dodgers making a run. They have to get a stick. I don't.
Who do
see
you
it.
like, Colorado or Arizona?
That's tough. It's
Well, I'm gonna say Colorado because
Yeah.
I'm hoping
Those
to go
teams,
see them.
They're good.
those
I
are
mean,
two
they're
good.
good.
Those are two good teams and they came on last year.
Mhm.
You know,
yep.
They're,
And
they're picking it up.
but LA, if Dodgers traditionally will make. They'll go get somebody, but I don't know. I mean, do they? They don't. I don't think they get Machado.
San
I saw
Francisco
something the
reminds
other
me.
day. Jonathan India
And Bumgarner's
is
coming
the
back.
second coming of Arenado.
No.
With the defense, with the swing, with the average, with the power, just he's that is the type of player that they were comparing him to.
Well, I told you, my cousin coached him in travel ball, and he said he
Indian
was
or Arenado?
India, and he said when he first came here, he's like, that kid's a big leaguer in the making. So
Wow.
yeah, he didn't look like it for
There's a
2
big
years.
difference between he's a big leaguer and he's a big league all-star. When you compare someone, you
Well,
know, and
there's not much of a difference between. Truthfully, there's not much of a difference between a big leaguer and a big league all-star, except your mental ability and the way you go to work when you get there. I mean, truthfully, everybody up there is talented. You had something, Bob, you want to talk about the PED stuff?
Carlos Gomez of the Rays, he says that he feels it's a witch hunt against Dominican players.
a lot of Dominican
A
players.
lot of Dominican players. Last 5 that have been suspended between last year and this year have all been Dominican. And I guess one question, real quick, would be: is it because where they're getting their stuff from? Is it because they actually are taking it? Are they getting bad advice? What do you think?
Are they not as good at covering it up?
He's been
and
tested
and
more-
finding the doctors here that'll sit there.
He's been tested more than any other Ray this year. And then,
Well, there's probably precedence for that in the sense that the 5 previous people were all from the Dominican.
right.
So if you go home to the Dominican, you're probably going to get tested because Major League Baseball's looking, going, you're going to see the doctors down there, and they're giving you. It's like it's what used to happen when everybody wanted to go play in the Mexican Winter League, and everybody
There's a reason they wanted.
they
to.
want. It's not because they love Mexico,
Right.
right? But everybody sent every player down to Mexico to play in the winter leagues. Why? Because they could get legally the injections of the steroids, and they came back bulked up. College guys went down there to play.
I know we're running out of time.
And so maybe
No.
it's the same thing. I don't know about the Dominican, but obviously there's something there. Major League Baseball would not be that, and 5 players in a row is not just a random chance. That's a pattern.
right.
Yeah, but even in the minor leagues, all of a sudden you see 6 guys all at one time from the same place, Dominican. I mean, and I think a lot of it is, I don't want to say education, but knowing what you can do, what you can't do, how to do it, and as bad as this sounds, how to cover it up.
How to cover it up?
Cover it up. Yeah.
How to cover it up. And in the United States, the Americans, I mean, they not only have the guy subscribing to stuff, but they also have the guy telling them
This is what you also have to take.
this is what you have to take to not get caught.
And unfortunately, that's, I guess, part of it in the day and era in which we play. Again, though, I'll go back to say the same thing I said back in the days of steroids. If it was only the PEDs that made you better, then everybody would be better. It's not. It may not make it even playing field or whatever, but nobody who took a steroid learned how to hit a curveball by taking it.
Exactly. That's true.
So you still got to go to work. But I think the guys from the Dominican are more likely to be at a place where they have very little to lose, truthfully, to make it out. You do what you got to do to make it out.
Yeah.
In their eyes and in their mind. And so they have doctors who are willing to do it and probably who don't know all the rules and have not studied the same places that once you get. The ones that get me are the guys who are in the big leagues. They ought to know better. Mm-hmm. They have plenty of
And they're
money to
already
get
there.
to, and they're already there, and they've got plenty of ways to get there. So
Well, listen,
Don't
it's been a
forget,
great week.
Card show in Jacksonville Saturday, Mandarin Ramada Inn. We'll see you
College-
there. Come say hi.
Regionals
baseball.
and World Series softball.
It's awesome.
A lot of ball to be
Awesome.
out there. Bats, balls, gloves, enjoy.
Let us know what you think.
You guys have a
Give
great
Give us
week.
a shout.